Hello folks, welcome to the Canal Channel Jose. Today we're going to talk about our personal experience with this brand that sells these reusable filters for your engine on your car. So they're well recognized, and we're going to explain a little bit of what we went through, or if we would buy it or we would not buy it. So with that said, let's jump right into it. So here's the filter that we have taken out, and what is happening is that this filter, once you put the oil on it, all the dirt gets clogged, gets stuck in here, and it starts clogging it up, and it starts restricting the airflow. But it is doing its job. But these filters are not meant for cars that are exposed to a lot of dust. These filters are more like for the city, and we think that this is a waste of money if you think you're gonna drive it like in a dusty area where you have a lot of dust flying around. This is gonna You're gonna be cleaning this a lot of times, more often than normal. So as you can see, this one is a little clogged now and is restricting the airflow into the engine. So that's why sometimes the filter might be the problem and not anything else, because the filter is clogged and then there's a rich mix on the engine, and it's not performing as it's supposed to because the filter. On our personal opinion, we compare this to a plate when you eat. This is just my personal opinion. So you get this filter and you use it once, and then you gotta reuse it, and you go wash it and put the oil, everything you do like just what it says in the instructions. And then there, everything didn't not come off from here because there's pores that have taken some of the debris. So as every single time that you wash it, is more and more and more stuff that is accumulated into these filters. Eventually it has to be replaced because it's gonna accumulate so much stuff. So how do we compare this to a plate? Well, you grab your plate, you go grab some food, and then once you're done, you just go rinse it off under the water, and you don't actually scrub it. You just rinse it off, and then you just shake it off, and whatever came off, good, and then you put it to dry. So whatever stayed on the plate, then next time you grab the same plate and you pour more food into it, and then you eat again, and then you rinse it again, and whatever came off is good. But there's always stuff getting stuck to the plate. So every time that you eat, you rinse it off, it's not gonna be clean. Is there's always gonna be stuff on the plate. So then eventually you're gonna have to just get rid of that plate because there's nasty. It's just not good for you. So even on the first time, it will be nasty. So that's how we compare it to this filter. Because after the first time, it's not gonna be just like when it came out of the package or the box. It's gonna start accumulating stuff. It's gonna start getting clogged. It's gonna start getting damaged, and it's just gonna be a matter of time of replacing it again. Like we said, these filters are not made for heavy duty driving. These are more like cleaner areas because the oil and all the dust that is going to accumulate here, so the engine cannot perform as it should. So we compare this to like a plate when you're eating. So now you're going to be asking yourself, so if that's a good filter, what are you replacing it with? Well, we're gonna replace it with this, and you're gonna be saying, yeah, that's a cheap brand. Well, yeah, it's a cheap brand, but every time this one gets clogged or it's get dirty, we just take it out, get rid of it, put a new one, and then start again from zero. This one, every time you do that wash and everything, it's getting worse and worse. With this filter, you just get rid of it. So now we just install this filter and we just replace it when it's needed. Now we're gonna compare filters, and this is the brand that we just took out. This is the one we're putting in, and as you can see, same size, but look at the thickness. There's more surface on this guy than this guy, so this one is gonna get clogged up pretty quick. That's why we starting to just use conventional filters than these fancy ones. So now we install our new filter. Well, folks, hopefully this video was useful and helpful, and we just wanted to expose our personal experience with these reusable filters, that they start becoming a problem after a couple uses. So we just went from this back to the conventional filter that we can just replace as is needed. So these filters, you start washing and it's like a plate. It starts collecting so much stuff in here that they stop performing. So they become a problem. So that's what it became for us, a problem. So it's not like they tell you and then that this is going to save you a lot of money. Actually, It could. In our case, it didn't. So if you had you thinking about buying it, that's up to you. But on our experience, we're just not gonna buy these filters anymore. So these are like for the city or places that there's not much dust at all, that you just running pretty clean all the time. But if you have places that you're gonna be, it's gonna be dusty, and there's gonna be a lot of debris trying to get into the engine, and this is gonna stop it. This is gonna create a problem. So think about it before you start buying it. So do your research as well. So that's all we can say. So we went to conventional. We're just gonna replace it so that way every time we put a brand new one, we start from zero. So with that said, folks, for friends who are watching the video, have you subscribed to our channel? Please subscribe. If you like the video, give us thumbs up, share it, and we'll see you soon with more videos here in the canal. El Chano Jose.